Hi, today, guys, I'm going to talk to you about reviewing Jason Rothman. Apparently, he's been doing a lot of advertising to get you to use him to advertise your moving business. So, we're going to discuss to see if it's worth your while. Okay? Hi, guys, I'm Jay Burnham, and I'm coming from you from the realjayburnham.com, and this is the Real Jay Burnham Show. I got that from Gary Vee. Had to do it. Anyway, so lately I've been, as you know, I've been doing a video every single day to teach you guys how to do how to start and run your moving business. And this aligns up with every kind of business for the most part. A lot of these principles you can use for any kind of business. So if you're not a moving business, but you've been watching it for that, awesome. But there's this guy who's been doing stuff in the moving business. Um, and that I've been looking at. I've been watching. I've been looking at his stuff, and so on and so forth. And this guy's name is Jason Rothman. So I thought I would take and review and see if he's up to snuff, if he's good enough for you guys. Okay. So let me minimize my screen, put me off to the side. We'll take a look at what he's got to offer, and we'll go from there. All right. Excellent. Here we go. All right, let's move me over a little bit. So here we go. We got Rothman PPC, Jason Rothman, and he's got all these videos, and there are a lot of good videos. Oh, pretty girl just got up in the way. She's moving away. Okay, girl. All right, get out of the way. Excellent. There you go. Anyway, he's got all these videos. Jason does. And he's been doing this series of 100 marketing tips in 100 days or something like that. And I've been watching it, and he's got a lot of good stuff here. All in all, I think he's got some interesting takes. And here you go. Here's his playlist on YouTube: 100 moving company marketing tips. And as you can see, he's got quite a number of them. He's well up. He's got, how many of them does he have? He's got 21. So he's in 21 out of 100 so far. Um, And all in all, I think he's got some good information in these videos. Um, I think he really does. The thing I have a problem with him, I do have a little bit of a beef with him. And for that, we got to go to his website. All right, so here's his website. He's not an SEO. He's not someone who does websites or anything like that. So we can't really ding him on it, but this website, not the greatest. It kind of makes me think, if he's got a website that's this 1990s looking, I want to come up with the joke says 19. Hey Jason, 1990s is calling. They want their website back, but it's not a great looking site, but it gets the job done, I'm sure. But here's an article that I read. He's got this article on his website called 10 Proven Ways for Moving Companies to Get Leads. And I went through this article, and it's well written. Um, it's definitely worthwhile to read. But I'm going to go through these, and I'm going to debunk some of the things he's got to say, and I'm going to actually affirm some of the things he's got to say. So let's go through some of these 10 points he's got. Some of these 10 proven ways moving companies get leads. As a moving company owner, and I'm moving my own moving business as we speak. I'm not just some guy that is talking out of his ass that moved you worked in the moving industry for like 2 months and think I know everything. I've been doing this close to 10 years now. We're on our ninth year in business. I'm making over $300,000 every single year. Um, I think I got a little bit to expound. I think I have a little bit of a status when I can and understanding of what these guys think, so I can smell the bullshit from a mile away. And Jason, if you're listening to this video, a little bit of what your stuff is bullshit, okay? But that's okay. There's a lot of good stuff too, and we're going over that. So first thing he's got to go to Thumbtack. Now, I've used Thumbtack, I've looked at it, I've paid for it, and I'll tell you right now, they're one of the crappiest places you want to get leads from. It's like buying leads from a third party broker. They're useless. They're completely and utter. You'll get a lot of leads, don't get me wrong, but I would say 99.99999% of them are just completely crap. Most of them are tire kickers. They don't want to pay the dollars that it takes for you to run the business. They're overpriced, these leads, and they're selling these leads to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So it's not like you get exclusive. It's an exclusive lead that you guys are getting. So um, it's to me they're crap. I've not no experience with Thumbtack. Sorry, I've had a lot of experience. I have no positive experience with Thumbtack. Now, if you have, I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to see what you got to do. Maybe I can learn from you. So leave me a comment below. But as far as I'm concerned, Thumbtacks was a waste of your money. Don't even bother. Okay. Um, and he's like, hey, use Thumbtack. No, don't use Thumbtack. In my professional opinion, don't use Thumbtack. AdWords. AdWords can be good. They can still be very, very effective. Um, I definitely think you should look into getting AdWords campaign. Start off small and work your way up. If you want to hire Rothman, quite honestly, it looks like he knows what he's talking about when it comes to paid pay-per-click advertising, Facebook advertising, AdWords. He might be someone you might want to talk to in this regard. I really would suggest you not go it alone in AdWords if uh, if uh, if you're just getting started. I would definitely hire somebody, pay the little bit of money because they can do some good. And maybe I've never worked with this Jason guy. I've never worked. I'm just going over what I can see, and so on and so forth. But from what I can see, what I've investigated with him, he seems to know all about AdWords. So he might be someone you would talk to about that. Bing, same thing. It's same thing as AdWords. Movie company reviews, I'm kind of torn with. Yes, they can be a good source, but they're also a lot of people don't pay much attention to them. Um, I haven't had any success with moving company reviews. I have gotten a couple reviews for my particular thing, but people actually calling me from moving company reviews, I've literally had zilch, nada. Um, you know, they're a great source of information. If you've had great success with moving company reviews, I'd like to know what you're doing so that I can test it out. Please leave me a comment below. Billy, Billy is like Thumbtack. It's a third-party broking service. They're going to sell you a bunch of crap leads. They're going to be a little bit better than Thumbtack, I believe, only because Billy really does cater to moving. Um, but I haven't had a lot of success with them either, and I have spent the money with them. Eh, I think they're crap. I wouldn't waste my time with Billy. Referrals. I've talked about this already before, why how it's important to network and so on. So definitely getting referrals. The best time to get referrals is after the job. When you do the job and you call and you're doing your paperwork and you're billing them out, your customer out, say, hey, who else do you know that's moving? Do you have their phone number? Can I call and contact them? Will you call them for me? That's a great source um, of leads. Definitely, I definitely referrals from networking, from BNI, referrals from past customers, obviously. Repeat customers also. Yes, referrals is definitely something you should be working towards. Getting to know realtors, absolutely 100%. And there's got the next one is deal with the apartment complex. Absolutely 100%. You should be rubbing elbows with all the apartment managers. There's always an association, apartment managers association. There's a realtors association. Get involved with those associations. Actually join some committees, volunteer for some committees, maybe a membership committee or something else. Great source of referrals. Get involved. Just whatever you can do, get involved. spend, spending, 5, 10 hours or whatever you got to spare a week to get on a committee in one of these associations. But definitely getting in touch with those two sources, brilliant, 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 brilliant. So Jason, when it comes to that, that was a brilliant recommendation. Shop local websites. Yeah, again, most of the shop local websites don't get a lot of traffic, and the people that are going there are basically Craigslist tire kickers. And don't get me wrong, tire kickers are fine, but if you're looking for the big moves, the ones that are going to make you the money, not a real great source. I've tried it. I've tried some of the shop local websites. They're a great place for SEO purposes, but getting leads, not so much. I mean, this is one of those things where these marketers, they suggest this stuff because it sounds good and because other people told it, and they really have no idea. Their heads in the clouds. They have no clue. And unfortunately, Jason, in this one, you really missed the boat. Don't use shop local websites. Not worth your time. Groupon and Amazon. Amazon, maybe. I have had a little bit of success with Amazon local, but Groupon, oh my God, come on, please, really? No, not Groupon is not something. I have heard of some people using Groupon, um, but the ones I've heard all the horror stories about Groupon. I did try it one time when I first started my moving business, and I'm one of those horror stories. I would never do it again. Waste of time. I lost my ass on it because you have to discount so much on the Groupon that you can't make any money whatsoever with Groupon sales. So I wouldn't even waste your money. If you're getting a lot of volume and you can afford to lose a little bit to get some, then great. That's awesome. I think a big company that's got a lot of volume, they could benefit from Groupon. But for you smaller, mid-sized moving companies, don't waste your time. You're going to just lose money. Anyway, this is Jason. He's got some stuff. Like I said, some of his stuff is just, oh my God, where did you come up with that? And then there's stuff that's just completely and utterly brilliant. However, he is a PPC guy. That's what he does. He's a Google partner. So what he does is help businesses um, get advertised using paid per click advertising like Facebook ads and Google AdWords. I think he really knows his stuff based from what I've read. I've never talked to the guy, don't know anything about him. He has said that he worked for a moving company so that he knows a little bit. Like I watched this video here, follow up after the move, which some great information in that video. If you want to watch that, I definitely suggest you watch it. But again, some of the videos are just, man, you got your head up your ass. You have no clue. He says he's worked for a moving company. He's probably one of these guys that worked for a moving company for like 2 months and quit because he couldn't handle it. I mean, he's a big guy, a little heavy set, probably couldn't handle it. You know, However, that said, yeah, maybe from what I can say, his PPC stuff looks pretty solid. Again, I've never used the guy, so I don't know how his thing is. But I hate these guys who come in and think they're gurus in the moving business. You know, you know, you're not. You're not a guru. Shut the hell up. Don't try to confuse my guys, my people, on how to market their business. Because most of your marketing tips, Jason, are completely and utterly dumb. You've got some brilliant, brilliant strategies. Don't get me wrong. There are some, and I will definitely give you that. And but some of it, most of it is just crap, man. It's just crap from an experienced moving company who's been in the business 10 years, who's done my own advertising, who's done my own SEO, who's done all my own PPC campaigns, who's been in the trenches and know exactly what works and what doesn't work. Jason, I would have to give you a C plus when it comes to that. Now, that's only because you're setting yourself up as a marketing expert for moving, but you're missing the mark on most of what you're offering as a marketing advice. Um, what you should do is you should have got contacted myself or some of the other movers and say, hey, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and done something like that. So But you didn't. You just went off and thought you knew what you were talking about. You probably read some article about, hey, this works good. And don't get me wrong, some of the advice that you're given that is completely off the mark for movers might work for other companies, but it doesn't work for moving companies. So again, as someone who does pay per click or PPC, definitely, I probably will be calling you to see what you can offer in that regards. But as far as your marketing advice for movers, again, some of it's just absolutely brilliant, and then there's some that are just, dude, really? Where did you come up with that? You just have no clue. All right, guys. So that's my review of Jason Rothman and his website and his stuff. If you've seen him around, you've been watching his videos, continue watching his videos. Again, there is some good stuff in his videos, but you're going to have to take it with a grain of salt and mix it with what really works and what doesn't work. All right, so we've been in this video so about 10 minutes now, so we're gonna kind of wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for coming to my show and watching these videos. Hopefully you're learning something. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what's working for you and what's not working for you, because I too want to learn from you as well. And of course, please like and share this with all your friends and family. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a great day. Bye bye.